for the purpose they are intended for. And thereafter, then we would claim that whatever we are receiving is
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ntate Novondo. I know when you talk about water boards, WSA, water units, it's often a touched subject because it would appear that we have too many hands on water and our people might not eventually receive water. You have an instance where you have a local municipality entering into a water service. New minister comes, puts in Mahali's water. I don't know the next minister what would happen. And when we touch the subject, it becomes a bit touchy. But we have to talk to it because communities knock on the doors of local municipalities demanding water. But in Tatesenwedi, at the district municipalities giving free water. Or the challenges of drought. The same happening in other districts. Now the districts wanting to be water service authorities and taking it away from the locals. So you have that conversation. Let us discuss this. And electricity as well. First. And then come middle center, and go to that side. Chairman, if you're going to speak, you're going to be the last. Executive Mayor, Rata Mahikeng.
Okay, thank you so much, Chair. We've arrived to where I wanted us to get to. Chair, and I must say, I must also here of Mahikeng local municipality, the seat of government. What I said, Chair, I normally say this thing. We are presiding over a complicated municipality. Like I said, it's the seat of the provincial government, including electricity license. Even the challenges of ownership of the land, it's a challenge to the city of Mahikeng because it has been a capital city of 3 different places. Applied for the distribution license for electricity. We wrote to the minister when we got into office, and this is what they said. Let me just take only one sentence, Chair. NERSA is aware of the history of the background of the then Buphutatswana Electricity Commission and municipalities' intentions to supply electricity to end users. Now we're speaking about different governments, different licenses. Now below they said on the correspondence, do you want a new license or should we give you back we spoke to the minister, we spoke also to NERSA in this regard. I hope you'll also take this matter to the senior people that we need to speed up the process. Chair, and also the chairperson of Salga, we've been running with the speed of a lightning to clear off this month we'll be clearing off ESCOM for good. So it means that Mahikeng local municipality will not be owing any entity of government except water, which has also been a challenge as well. We are not also a water authority, but we are distributing water. Be owing to the water board. Now, it's also one complicated matter as well, Chair.
Yeah, as you summarize, Mator.
I'm
I know it's,
I'm
I
getting
gave
there.
you time because I know it's very important.
It's important and
Yes.
very complicated.
Yes.
From the then Buputaswana Water Authority company to Botsilo Water, Sidibeng, and apparently see, all those things are just a crisis on its own. But I hope we're placing this on the table, Chair, that maybe perhaps when we get out of here, we'll be giving people of Mahikeng and also the municipality proper answers and say that at least I'm here presiding over a capital city of the province. Thank you.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. There's a hand, we are on the middle now. The microphone, I think, is not on. Honorable Council.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Local municipality, Chairperson wa HR. Program Director, I want to reprimand Humbulani. He was invited here to present on behalf of his company, not to say to us councillors must behave because they are elected. That is uncalled for, Ndade. It's uncalled for. You can't say to us, you remain an official or a province, but you remain an official. So don't do that. Don't. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Maluleka. You know, when you talk about water, and because you'd have different CEs coming, and but they are presenting the view of the department. I think that's where we should be taking it from. And apologies, Councillor Maluleke, if Mr. Novondo maybe came through as insulting. As the facilitator, I apologize on his behalf. Two hands there. There are three hands. I'm going to cut you if you don't go straight to the point.
Okay, thank you
Yes.
very much. As a municipality aspiring for a license, with all NERSA and other stakeholders so that we can get to know the challenges that are there and the good methods, so that as and when we receive that and kickstart working, we are not going to repeat the mistakes. And very much.
Thank you, Whip. I think that is a point is noted. There were two more hands this side. Executive Mayor Douglas from Farmer.
Yeah, Chairperson, thank you very much. You know, as to what options are available to municipalities. Maybe we'll be guided as to what would happen in an instance where an investor or an investor approaches a municipality seeking to a plant for a renewable energy. Make land available to do all those studies that are necessary to make that project a success. I'm saying this because moving towards an idea of renewable energy. And I think we must be ready as a country, as a people, as society, to move in that direction. And all financial implications and sustainable development implications such as for local government.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. I even saw it on your IDP. And when you go to Harangu on the left, there's a plant there. Maybe they will clarify. Let's take and they take the executive mayor of the district, then we come this side. Councillor Mate.
Good evening, colleagues, councillors, honorable councillors, executive mayors, all protocol observed. My name is Carol Monso, MMC of Finance in Madibe. Mahalis planned an upgrade of a plant, water plant in Madibe. Unfortunately, we are constantly in a tug of war, Madibeng le Mahalis, as if we're not pushing these things that are happening. They are stopping us or making it difficult for us to collect, as if the water is not dirty, it's not there at all. Since 2014, we've been upgrading purification plant. Mayor was saying, I wish there was someone here presenting alternative means to supply electricity. The challenges that ESCOM are losing as companies. So it's a very serious challenge. And the plant you're talking about, I built that plant. I was part of the team that built that plant. So it's a very simple exercise. Maybe at some point we need to have someone presenting for that. Maybe get GTEC for municipalities on independent power producers.
Thank you, Councillor Sinso. Executive Mayor Nikki Wenam.
Many issues that I've noted, but I'm going to restrain myself. What I probably want to caution, and maybe Salga, you have to help us. Inputs first. I think every platform probing questions, but we'll not have time today. Salga, is it wise for us to deal with the intricacies that impacts the sector? Or should we be discussing policy in conflict with each other? We can't be arguing amongst ourselves. And I can tell you, the role of a central government is to produce systems and structural issues so that there must be order first. NERSA and the rest of the other bodies must be directed by the evidence we have on the ground. But those decisions must never undermine the policy directives and the vision of where the country is going. And the question for us is, are we comfortable that where we are sitting, we know what is the direction? And every time there's a problem, we deal with a symptom of a problem other than to go back and collapse the system and redo it to fit the conditions and the circumstance of our country. E re ke go bolelele, Chair. The chair, I may not quote you, but please forgive me if I quote you out of context. The municipality now wants Babatla license. The language should not be who wants what. The prince so that we are able to police and be able to monitor ourselves. And the system must not collapse completely. If the segregation is correct, how could collapse from the production point? We know that from the distribution point we are solid. We can go back and everybody does everything that everybody else has to do. We are in a mess. We're dealing with remnants here and we're expected to speak. And the challenge is that, and I'm putting it to the panel, and begin to tease out. We don't need academics. We need people that understands the conditions and where the revolution comes from and where we are going. I can answer in simple terms. Even if and SOEs can be built 1,000,000 times, it's okay, because our policy directives and where we think we're going, we're not doing. We're sitting comfortably in a structural unemployment, a growth that does not produce jobs. On the other hand, we are saying consumers are not paying. And we prepare, even when, okay, let me leave it there, Marin. Ki fila ekare re diriwa domo ki batho ba ba re leadang, ba re dira domo. A district municipality is fighting with the local is fighting, and we are protecting because we believe in our minds. That which you have is yours. Nobody says, but what type of a system are we creating? The Constitution is very clear. The drafters were not found one day. The issue we must be clear in our pronouncement of police. Both NERSA and the rest of the minerals department by energy, they are saying, no, we are opening up. Everybody can. The buying power is government and its resources. We are in this mess because of the private sector. But we are allowing the private sector to even apply. What happens when the private sector not be there to protect our constituents? We are put more into trouble. Bagolo ke kopa re discusseng dilo tse di siameng. Ha ke re tse ha di a siama mara. Let's ke bela re lwantse. Ke a leboga.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. We are indeed in a provincial members assembly. Let us see in the middle if there are any hands. None. Are there hands here? None. Chairman Ojab. Chairman, can we give the chairman the microphone? I will also manage.
PC member Mohamud. I am going to be very brief. I think we need another session with these bureaucrats and their principals. You see, the minister can. I speak on record. One day he is going to find us with the president. I hope he will not take offense. ESCOM yesterday, meaning a few days ago, and particularly in critical areas such as hospitals, and none for the Northwest. Can that be explained? But we will not get answers from you. We won't get answers from you. I met the Deputy Minister of DWS 2-3 weeks. National approach ESCOM on our behalf and exempt some water, and they block N4 and any other road. They say we want the mayor. At no stage do they say we want ESCOM. So I can't fill the reservoirs. I can't do water tankering because it's also dependent on ESCOM. Informed by a simple principle that money follows function, and that when these grants are granted by your good self, minister, you are granted of a proper weight. You come with a banana yourself, you extend yourself and you call yourself a water bot, and you come and execute my grant that comes out in my name, you execute it yourself as a water bot. We don't need the burden on the fiscus. It's unnecessary. These water bots are bankrupt. They don't have capacity. They are a burden. When we open water during the night, they close. Every day we unblock. So we must have a different discussion, not here, not now. Let me leave all the other issues that I want to discuss, because I get a sense that maybe because of time, you didn't give us the core of what we wanted. And we ourselves, not the minister, we ourselves must initiate yet a similar platform where we discuss water. Where's water? Where are we going with water? We need sustainable water. We have drilled it's not sustainable. At some point, we must discuss the issue of water, not for 45 minutes. I just want to propose to you, Chair, that instead of prolonging a debate that is not going to produce some tangible results, we must extend. May host. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chair. That the administration referred to as bureaucrats, it's a correct term. Some of us are revocrats, bureaucrats. You might not necessarily be available to respond to some of the political issues raised. Municipalities, in terms of the approach that's needed, I think we should have that engagement, maybe outside, to clarify those specific issues of Madibeng, of Mahikeng. I don't want us to take it any further than this, Chair. The grandest of debate with the minister here, with everyone else here. If it's the chairperson, if NESA is a chairperson of board, that chairperson must be here so that we can discuss. So, and I hope that the panel is not going to take any offense. The issue does not the minutes It's an issue that will need the grandest of debate. And I think the minutes have just taken note of that. And I would like to thank the planner. You were properly provoked, you properly responded. Program director. We will end here. We will take it further. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Councillor Mokhomotsi. Thank you very much to all the panelists. Electricity, I knew that this session would have to be for a good 5 hours. It is just unfortunate. Well, colleagues, after much consultation, you've been seeing, I've been day for today. This will be the end of the day for today. Debate number 3 and debate 4. We will start with them first thing in the morning. Mr. Lance Joel, you must understand in an appointment with our Saleng at the gala dinner. So we are looking forward to that one. That one we can't miss when Mr. Lance. So ladies and gentlemen, all honorable. Thank you very much for your patience today. I'm hoping that tomorrow we will be exercising the exact same patience. We are going to go into the gala dinner and we are going to pick up where we left off tomorrow morning. But I do not have the power. Chairman, ke kopa go hijack chairman o tle o bue gore a wa re permita or ke a go hijacka. Ke a leboga ladies and gentlemen for giving me honor. Thank you.
Now, thank you very much. As we move towards closure, let's remind ourselves we started late today because of our weakness of ill discipline. It can be that we are booked here. This picture of empty chairs reflects negatively. In fact, is a true reflection of what we are and who we are and how we exert and execute these empty chairs because they are outside. And I'm going to give these responsibilities to whips and speakers, because speakers deal with the code of conduct and therefore the conduct of councillors. This picture is now on a more positive note. We will end here and we will give those who have to change their makeups and hairstyles and all that 30 minutes. We will meet that side. Man, where's the actual venue? I know you have moved it. Fine, fine. Just get yourself ready. Come back here. We will take you to the venue of the gala dinner, but let's be seated, all of us, disciplined, smiley at 7:30.